There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Cleveland Browns. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, King. He'll rifle this one deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll have a first down past the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
A run with Chubb on first down, not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Switch it. Check. Cross.
2nd and 11. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Let's go now. 15-1. 15-1. Come on, ready?
A first down carry for Barkley. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Jones, throwing again. That one caught by Ellison. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Throwing, Jones, sliding out of the pocket, and it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A run for Nick Chubb. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's King. Off play action. This is the tight end, Njoku. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. On 4th down, King escaping the pressure, and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Result of the play, 1st down and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
Now King off the play fake. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A gain of 14 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Let's go. Time to end it. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
King now on 3rd and 2. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Jones. This is Shepard on the catch.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Denzel Ward. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And who's got it? The Giants. He already had the one fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different in that position.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Jones on first down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Check 59, Mike is 59, Mike is 59.
Now Jones operating from the gun. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They go with Chubb on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it third down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now it's the backup Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and now it's third down.
Ready? 10-2, sir. Let's go.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Bang, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool...
And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hurry!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
A 49-yard attempt.
And he missed it. Gonzalez has pushed it to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They begin with a run by Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones flushed out right. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Jones to throw again. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, Jones. And Latimer's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 31. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. It's Barkley on the counter. A beautiful fake. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get. Yet again, that is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
A loss of 5 yards on the sack. And it's 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Mayfield to throw it. He finds his target, Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down. A first down throw for Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
180. Watch the out. Watch the out. King. 57's run. Hurry.
First down, Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 25-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Jones operating from the gun. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Barkley. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A good run that time. They couldn't close him down, and now 9 yards makes for a very different situation on 4th and goal. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
23 yards, the final tally.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Mayfield on first down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Beckham. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down. 47.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And the Browns, first down. 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
You go tight.
Alert, 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 alert.
You got tight right there. 4-7.
My touch.
To throw, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns get a score closer. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
47 to Mike.
Check, 47.
From the gun, Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. He's at the 50.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And you and I, we just looked at each other, kind of had the same thought. I don't think that we saw this result coming. If they were going to win, maybe at home, but not here on the road.
No, not at all. We thought that at the end, the strength would win out, and that didn't happen. But let's give them credit. Went on the road without being intimidated. Went on the road with not just belief, but a strong belief that they could pull it off, and took advantage of every opportunity in this one.
So for the Giants, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.